Okay, it's go home day. Our room is packed and ready to go, but let's go check on the other room. Because they've got the sleepy people. You guys up? Will's not. Dad and Mom are up. Where's Turner? Oh my goodness, he's under here. Is he asleep? What? Did he sleep like that?
No. I think his mom tried to get him up. So he went burrowing in like a
What? Turner, it's time to go home. Do a bedroom check. Make sure there's nothing left anywhere. I think we're good. Under the bed? Nope. Yep. We were standing in line for the Magic Express bus and then realized that we had left our paper to get onto the Magical Express bus, so I had to go back to the hotel and grab it so that we'd be able to get on to get to the airport. The Magical Express ride was about 35 minutes. Now we're about to get our luggage and go in through TSA and then get some breakfast. TSA line is super long. Luckily we got in at a decent time. Mom got stuck in the long line. Just waiting for her bag. Probably gonna be mad. Slowly putting our shoes on. Come on, Mom. Like, she is really just taking her time, tying all those shoes. Oh. Here she comes. She made it. Ha 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 ha. No Karen, ready to blow a gasket. How was it, Mom?
I didn't even have to go through the thing where you put your arms up. I went through the kiddie gate.
Oh.
And it still took this long.
So I went to Zaza's and got, it's called the Cafe Con Leche or something like that. I'm probably butchering the name. But I get that usually pretty much every time I fly through Orlando. And I usually get their chicken empanadas, but it seemed a little early for that. So I just got a muffin instead. There goes my family. They're boarding. I still don't have a seat. It's not looking good for me to get on, so maybe stuck in Orlando today. We'll see what happens. We need a miracle. So there were a couple people that were in front of me that did not show up, so I got a seat. Praise the good Lord, in an exit row, so I'm making it to Charlotte. All right, we've got about 10 minutes, so we're gonna board to Greenville. I should get on this flight a little bit easier than the last one. You ready to get home, T?
Yep.
Me too. A little airport entertainment. We got a tooth coming out.
It's out.
It's out?
You gotta hold that in there. Yeah, hold that in there.
Let me see it.
Hold that.
Put pressure.
Little baby tooth.
Yeah.
There you go.
Tooth Fairy's gonna come see you tonight. That's a good Disney ending. We made it to Greenville. Now we are about to attempt to fit all 8 of us and all of our luggage in this white van right here.
Finally made it, and I have a penny now.
Oh yeah, he found a penny in the terminal.
At the airport.
Yeah, we showed him. So cool. Wait, let me see your gap. Lift your mouth up a little bit. Oh, and I see your little tooth coming in. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Look, this is a perfect fit. All of our luggage fit right back there. Easy peasy. All right, Neen's gonna take Will and Lindy. Everybody's leaving now. Why'd you say woo? They gotta go back to college.
More Disney!
And they have test tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Oh,
Thanks for coming with us.
yeah. I can finally leave this place.
Oh, he loves it here.
Thanks for coming back.
Whoa, playing with the merchandise.
Need to let this size get.
He's a real Jedi now.
Made it good and flat.
You?
Oh, clip it to your pants. Cool, dude.
Yep.
My mom's friend texted me and said she's on her way home, so I can go get Oz. So I'm on my way to go get him right now. Oh, I've missed that little puppy so much, even though he's not really a puppy. And I'm sure he probably enjoyed his time alone, not having to deal with little puppy energy from my sister's dog, but I think he'll be excited to see little Silo again too, because they've become cute little buddies. They like to play with each other now, and it's so cute. So I'm on my way to get him. Can't wait to see him. It's been so long. I'm so excited. Hey, Oz! Hey! I missed you. Hey! Oh my goodness. Hey!
I've been missing you, Mama.
Hey! Ozzy, can you please get in the car? Hop in. Come on. Hop up. Good boy. Good boy. Hey! Your mommy wants love, Solo. Give her some love.
What? What? Oh,
Grandma's like, what? Oh
What do you
my
want?
goodness. Ozzy, are you excited to see Silo?
okay.
Are you excited to see him?
Hi.
He's like,
Hi.
oh my goodness. So I'm about to check and see. I told you guys that my mom lets I'll pick out a souvenir from Magic Kingdom, and I chose a coffee mug, and I'm hoping that it did not get broken when they had to put our my carry-on under the plane today, because we were on one of the regional flights, and so they have to valet your bag and put it under the plane because there's not enough space in the bins for rollerboards to fit. So fingers crossed it's not broken. Okay, so I got if I can open it with one hand, a Maleficent mug. Oh, good, it didn't break. I was worried about like the horns. So I got a Maleficent mug because I love the Maleficent movies. They're so good. So I was gonna get a shirt, and then I saw the coffee mugs and I was like, oh my god, I love coffee. I'll probably use this more than a t-shirt. So that's what I got. So I thought I would end this little Disney series that I did with just kind of an overall thing about how Disney is during the pandemic. So first, let's start with the masks. So you do have to wear a mask anytime you're walking through the park, anytime you're walking through the hotels, anytime you get on a bus, basically anywhere Disney related, you have to wear a mask. They do have spots throughout the park where you, like any kind of restaurant, you can sit down, and once you get to the table, you can take your mask off. Outside the park, anytime you sit down on a bench, or even if you just kind of sit down on the sidewalk to take a break, you can take your mask off. So we found ourselves, because in the middle of the day it would get so hot, So we found ourselves a couple of times just kind of stopping to sit down just so we could take our mask off and breathe for a minute, because they would be suffocating in that 90-degree heat when you're standing out there all day long. But, you know, everyone that we saw for the most part did really good with the masks when they were walking. Obviously, if they were sitting down, they could take them off and drink water or, you know, do whatever while they were kind of sitting and stationary away from people. There was one group that got in trouble we saw like the whole weekend for not wearing their mask, and they were threatened to be kicked out, but we didn't actually see anybody get kicked out the whole time we were staying there. So that's the mask thing. Social distancing. So the way they social distance was different with every park. Like some parks regulated it more than others. Magic Kingdom was by far the strictest of the 3 that we went to. But what we noticed the most with that was basically, instead of being packed on top of each other when you're waiting to ride rides, you basically, for every single ride, have to walk way past it and then turn around and then get in line like a long ways away from the entrance of the ride. So the wait times seemed like they were going to be long because you got so far away from the entrance just to get in line, but they really weren't that bad because they were kind of constantly moving because people were social distance. So you would walk a far way because so many people were spaced out instead of right on top of each other. And then it was weird. Some of the rides, they would social distance and they would put groups in like with a row between 2 separate groups. But then some rides would put 2 or 3 rows between groups. So, and then like Rock and Roller Coaster didn't put any space between groups. So I don't really know how they decided which rides were going to get what kind of spacing or anything like that. But some of those longer wait times, that was the reason, was because you would get up to the front and realize they were only putting 1 group per, you know, section or whatever. So there might only be 8 people riding a ride, whereas it could usually fit 24. So that was different. I would say, like, so I mentioned this in some of my other videos, but the characters, the day we were at Hollywood Studios, I don't think we saw Mickey or Minnie once that whole day, which is just rare because you usually see Mickey and Minnie everywhere at any Disney park. So that was odd. And it just seems like the magic part of it, like being around the characters and being able to interact with them and stuff, since you can't do that, the magic part of Disney is just kind of not there. So, I mean, if you're more of a ride person, then obviously that's all still up and running. So, you know, you would love it because the wait times are really not bad. I think the average wait time was like 15-20 minutes. But if you are taking your family and like want your kids to experience the magic of Disney, that's not really there right now because there's no characters, there's no shows, there's no fireworks, like none of that stuff that makes Disney Disney is really there right now. It's pretty much just an amusement park. We saw a couple of parades throughout the day at each park, but they don't tell you when those are. So it's really just, if you're in the right place at the right time, you'll get to see it. Otherwise, you could probably go the whole day and not witness a single character, which is just nuts. I'm trying to think if there's, meal plans. They aren't doing meal plans right now. I don't know when they're planning on bringing those back, but we really miss the meal plans because the one we usually do is where you have the character meal, and then I think you get 2 snacks a day, and then you either have 1 or 2 other meals that you do. And so it's so easy because for your character meals, you just go to the restaurant at the time you're supposed to. You sit down at the table, you eat buffet, and, you know, it's all easy and good. And then anytime you're hungry for the other meals, you just go into a restaurant, swipe your meal card. You know, you do the same thing with the snacks. Just find a snack place, swipe your meal card. And it's just so easy. Like, you don't have to think about it at all. But the way they're doing it now, the snacks is still this, like, same. You just go up and order there. But for lunch and dinner, you actually have to, like, plan what time you want to eat and stuff. And you have to do all that early. Like, we were ordering lunch. We had to order lunch at 9 to make sure that we could actually eat lunch at the restaurant we wanted to. If you wait too late, then you either just have to eat a really late lunch or just pick a different place. So that was something else that was different. I mean, some of the good things about the social distancing that they were doing was like, you know, getting on the buses going to and from the parks. You know, you weren't sitting on top of people and you could actually enjoy the ride there instead of like just being miserable because so many people were stacked on top of you. So that was nice. But yeah, it just seems like a lot of the experience is taken away. Like some of the rides that have those prequel videos and stuff before you get on the ride, they aren't doing any of that because they can't put people in a big room. So yeah, it was definitely different. And it was a weird feel to it. It wasn't the Disney I remember, but we still had a good time and we made the most of, you know, everything they had going on. So yeah, that is Disney 2021 during the pandemic. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching our family travel and experience the new Disney, I guess, for now. But I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!